What's up, y'all? It's Friday. It's me, Erica. We down here. You know what it is. I should put my blinker on, huh? We're coming down here to talk about New York Housewives, child. Did y'all hear that the, what's his name? Orange Julius built a wall around the dang the house the slaves built? Did y'all see that? I saw that this morning. I was like, what, girl? No, you did. You don't like to be called, he don't want to be called Bunker Boy. Bunker Boy. I mean, what's wrong with going to hide down in the bunker, man? You 70-something years old. You an old fat man shaped like you shaped like a triangle, honey. And you out here, I'm going to just park right here. I'm mad. They parked in my parking space, y'all. I like to park right next to the, accessible parking, right next to it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like people around me because, you know, they're going to be looking. They're going to be looking, trying to see. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want them trying to look at me. So, let me tell you something. I can't stand him, but he has a great voice. He has a great voice for what he does. He just ain't about nothing. That was Future. All right, y'all. This is the episode 10 of season 12 of Real Housewives of New York. All right, so let's talk about... let me tell you something. Y'all just wait. Just wait! I'm about to anyway, so Leah start off where they left off. From the last episode where they were out to dinner. They were out to lunch or breakfast or brunch or somewhere. It seemed like it were cold. I don't know. It was weird how they were just all standing around huddled up. I don't know what was going on. But when it's windy today, yesterday it was so hot and today it's windy, which I love. Hopefully I won't have any friends flying here. So they were talking about Leah's behavior. And so, you know, Luann said that, you know, it was a little bit like the Tasmanian devil. That was a great description. And she was like, okay, I get that. It was a lot. She said she just had to let some stuff out because of the things that she was going through with the PETA guy. Anyway, so she said she had to let it out. Then Elise, there's something to be said when, like, why are you mocking me? Like, she was able to mock Leah. Now, all of a sudden, if you were a lesbian, you would sleep with Leah because Leah lets it all out and stuff like that. Now, you trying to switch it up because she tried to tell y'all, I have all this stuff going on, and I guess she thought it was a safe space to let loose, basically. Sister Sarah arrives. I don't know why they highlighted, Luann saying, oh, she does look older. I don't know why she highlighted that. They do look alike. She seemed to have brought good vibes at first. That's what I wrote. It seemed to be like everybody was getting along. I wrote Sonia was kind of snotty to her. She was like, hi. So for some reason, Sonia took on Ramona's issue with Sarah coming to Rhode Island. Were they in Rhode Island? Yeah, Rhode Island, right? Okay. So Tinsley, they get back to the house. Sarah's there. They're asking Sarah a bunch of questions, you know, how they look alike and all this other stuff. They really do look alike. As soon as she came through the door, that first time she came to her house, or first time we see her come to her house, I was like, that's Leah's sister, because they got the same, right in here, the same eyes, looking like their mother, looking exactly like their mother. So Tinsley says something about her making out with her sister, and she was like, Leah was like, whoa, girl, like, okay. And she was like, no, it was just playing for jokes. They were probably trying to get an attention of a man. You know how some women would do that, like act like they're lesbians just to get attention of a man. It's so sad. I hate it. I used to hate that so much. I'd be in the club and two girls dancing on each other. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all don't even like each other like that, but you want the attention of a man. Girl, what we have been socialized how to behave for the attention of a man, child. This episode kind of stressed me out. I was really stressed out. I will get to him. Where did they go? To dinner? I guess they're going to Tinsley's friend's place. I guess they own this restaurant or something. So they all go into this restaurant. Dorinda has been drinking already. She talks about grieving the relationship with John. And it's like, okay, we get it, but I don't think anybody really liked John. So we're just like, okay, Dorinda, can you hurry up and get over this? Because nobody really messed with John. We really didn't. I'm not gonna say, because he really gives me pedo vibes. I don't want him around. I don't know. I mean, you can't say, I don't know. He was just he felt like creepy. Like, he gave me like Weinstein vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like creepy, just creepy, overbearing, corny, pinky dick. You know what I mean? No. Ramona, honey, she's making her rounds. Baby, she had to go through the place, honey. She was really, did you see Ramona? Really, Ramona is so obnoxious. She is so obnoxious. Really, like, that, what they did to Leah was really crazy. Like, the whole thing, I was looking at this like, girl, these people are crazy. Like, they really went into full white woman with Leah and were really nasty. They just turned nasty. Sonia and Ramona, they were just so mean, but then acting in a way like, I'm not really doing anything, I'm just ignoring your sister. You didn't want her sister to come, so you felt like you were going to treat her extremely rude. You treated that girl so rudely. I could not believe it. And then to flip it around when they get mad at you, like, girl, we are only reacting to your behavior. But like Leah's sister said, because the behavior wasn't direct, they're going to say it had nothing to do with you. That's how passive aggressiveness works. I do something in a passive way to get you upset, and when you demonstrate your anger or frustration or what have you, then that person is like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. No, you were being a complete jerk, Ramona. Right back to season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The jerk that we all know for Ramona Singer to be. That bitch is an asshole. Like, I'm sorry, but the ravioli, that was her reacting. Just the same thing as what's going on in these streets. You cannot do stuff to people, and then when they react, now you make that person feel bad. Yes, she should have threw food at her. But girl, you was acting like an asshole to me and my sister, and then being completely rude, and then over there with some men that weren't even cute, and well, we're just talking. Just leave us alone. Leave us alone. Like, girl, you guys look crazy. You guys look cougar. Tinsley was mad. Tinsley was like, you guys look like cougars. It's gross. You guys look desperate as hell. Y'all all in these men's face. Luann right there. Luann talking shit about Ramona doing all this with her straw, bitch. You was right there with your straw, bitch. You was right there, Luann. You know, Luann will never turn her some dick down. She really won't. She really won't. Neither will Ramona. Them hoes will, and Sonia, they will never turn some dick down. Never. And try and be on the prowl for it, baby. And we'll get mad at you if you try to, like, girl, we're trying to have dinner. You know that's the reason why we came. Why are you in this man's face? And he ain't even cute. And that's why, and then it was so funny because I wanted Leah and her sister to really go through with it. Like, here are these younger, more attractive women. Let's distract this guy from giving them attention, and then ditch the guy and go. And when he starts ignoring them, they're going to go away, back to sit down, and we're going to leave him because we're only being a distractor, right? And we have our table back together. But they couldn't even do it. I was like, why did y'all stick with it? Like, is your wife gonna? I was like, why did she even say that? Your fiance wouldn't be happy. Dude got mad. He looked crazy anyway. He looked like he was not comfortable anyway. So they're all separated. Sonia's like, she's looking at Tinsley, like, Tinsley's like, girl, we're at this table, you guys are acting just like really out of order. And then, like, to Leah's point, like, you guys really are judging me and then demonstrating the same exact behavior. Y'all really are in the public place acting like this. I was in private, in a backyard somewhere, acting a damn fool. you know, all over the floor, screaming and hollering to the top of my lungs. We're in public, and y'all hoes is acting like spoiled little brats because you don't want Leah's sister there, so you don't know any other way but to just ignore her and be complete bitches. I was like, these women are out of control. Meanwhile, they shoot to Dorinda. Dorinda's ass is so drunk talking to Elise, and Elise is like, okay, girl. She was like, okay, girl. When Leah and her sister get over there, dude got so rude because they were like, I'm sure you wouldn't want your fiance seeing this. Dude got mad and he left. And then when Leah was like, did you see how he was talking to my sister? They didn't care. They were more upset that you ran the man away. Not upset that he damn near cussed your sister out. They're more upset that you drove the men away. It was so gross. It was so gross. And then when Sarah expresses her frustration, Ramona had the nerve to say, whatever. Girl, are you serious? 50, 60-year-old lady? Now they're like, okay, well, we got to respect these older women. You know what I'm saying? And then the way that Leah says she's projecting that mother figure onto Ramona, and Ramona is really accepting that role and realizing that she's using, I don't know, it's very manipulative what Ramona is doing to Leah. I don't like it. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I don't like it. It's like you're completely judging this girl for things that you have done, and just like Dorinda said, we have all had our day, and I'm glad they showed everybody turtle time and all that other shit. With all of you hoes have been completely drunk, blithering idiots at one point. Just let's show some season 1 and season 2 of you guys' behavior. Let's just show episode 4 when Sonia was in there hollering and screaming in public about her not shaving her pocketbook. So y'all judging this girl and then making her feel guilty because she has the same issues with her mother. I hate it. I hate every minute. Don't compare me to Leah. They're like, you guys are acting the same way. I said Ramona and Sonia are being mean. They were really being mean. I didn't like that at all. And when she threw the thing, I was like, did she throw something at what she threw at her? But she threw a piece of food at her and it got all over Ramona's face, which was hilarious. But Dorinda was like, I'm going home. I don't even want to have nothing to do with this. This is not the vibe. I'm drunk and this is not the vibe. I could have been at home watching, what she say, Ghost Hunters, and went to bed and been in the bed at 6:30. I said, I know that's right, Dorinda. Dorinda does look refreshed in her interviews, doesn't she? I love it. I love it. Anyway, so she threw the piece of ravioli at her. Was she wrong? Was she wrong in reacting like that? I want to ask y'all, was she wrong based on the leading up to the ravioli, the throwing of the ravioli? Was she wrong? Or do you understand where that anger was coming from? Like, what do you guys think? Because I put just, was she wrong? Because I was like, I'm like Leah, and I think I've shared this with you. I meet passive aggressive behavior with confrontation. I'm not one to be like, well, I'm in your face. Do you have something to say? What is the problem, bitch? Like, I would have cussed Ramona and Sonia out. Bitch, y'all acting like some whores up here in these men's face. And just because you don't have the pussy to say you don't want Sarah around. And it was fucked up because they're like, okay, well, I say I want your sister to come. I take the invite away. I invite her back. I take it away. I invite her back. And then when she gets here, I treat her like an asshole. And the sister doesn't seem like, she was like, I don't mean, you really can't just, it's not a big deal. But Leah's like, yes, it is a big deal. I don't like that. And you coming from my family, you being rude to my family, I don't like that. But they told you, they really demonstrated that they didn't want her there. And they were really successful at saying, we're basically protesting Leah's sister being here in this environment with us, so we're going to be mean to her. And it sucks for Sarah because Sarah's like, damn, this is the first time I've been away from my child for 24 hours and this is the stuff I have to experience. Like, this is trash. Sarah was mad But then after she was trying to talk Leah down, because I guess it's like, bitch, these are your friends. They not my friends. I ain't got to be around them. 24 hours is enough for me to know that these hoes, I don't want to be around these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Ramona's like, I'm so disappointed in Leah. Girl, what? Like, I was really like, are you serious? Like, I was like, I could not believe what I was watching last night. Luann and Dorinda were like talking about it, right? The next morning. She was like, girl, yeah, she threw a ravioli. She was like, you know, that was wrong. But then after they start talking about, girl, we've all had our day and you're not giving. It's almost like as if it's easier to judge the behavior than to remember that you once exhibited that behavior. Like that. There needs to be a caliber of women around this bitch. You are a mess. If you didn't have any money, bitch, they would label you white trash. Your behavior is so gross. It's gross, Ramona and Sonia. Like, and Sonia, you really are. Like, I even noticed how they were dressed when they came to that little Sunday brunch thing, the reset and release or whatever. And I was looking at the way that Sonia was dressed and the way that Ramona was dressed. I'm like, you hoes, y'all not even what y'all really want to be. Like, you really not. You're not. They said that you guys pick on her. Like, they really do pick on her. And it's almost like, I'm gonna judge that behavior. Okay, so the next day, what happened? Okay, so this is who I am. So Ramona is like, I can't believe that Leah says, this is who I am. That's how you are. That's how you are. And she's like, you guys, at least tells her, you guys actually pick on Leah, and you pick on her as if you have not done the same thing, and you're really judging her on her behavior. But to Luann's point, Luann's like, this is a different type of crazy. We're not used to this energy. It is new energy, and they're just getting used to her. But obviously they don't feel as comfortable as Leah does around them, because Leah got white girl wasted, right, around these women, and these women obviously are not comfortable with that demonstration. However, they are comfortable exhibiting the exact same behavior hours later. It's so hypocritical. It's so judgmental. It makes a person unlikable. When I tell you, I was so disgusted. I was so disgusted. And I was just like, I understand where Leah was coming from. I probably would have done worse. I may have left them. Like, they left and they're like, oh, good, they left. And it's like, bitch, you were invited to this lady. I don't know why they kept saying it was Tinsley Friends Establishment or something like that, but they ended up leaving. And it was just really, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for the older ladies, and then I was mad for Leah and her sister and them, because I really didn't like, especially when Sarah was trying to explain her frustration and Sonia looked at her and said, whatever. I was like, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, we can really get below caliber in this motherfucker if you really want to. Like, see, I don't understand. I've never understood why Ramona Singer has friends. I don't understand. That's not something that I can continue. Like, you have your friends, you get into it, you guys have disagreements, but somebody like that, I can't. And then the age gap is too much anyway, so it's whatever. And I don't know, maybe this might not be a good fit for Leah. It may not be. Who brought Leah on? Tinsley did. They treat Tinsley the same way. They treat Tinsley. Dorinda acts like Tinsley's mama. Ramona acts like Leah's mother. Like, they really do. Like, Dorinda, that's none of your damn business. And I'm so glad Tinsley was like, bitch, and yes, we was fucking. What is why? Why do you give a damn, bitch? You don't need to know every fucking detail of my goddamn life. Do I know every detail of your fucking life? Why are you pressed? Because I'm not telling y'all my business. I don't know where the relationship is going. You guys don't need to know every fucking detail. Girl, and you should understand that. Because you don't tell every detail of your damn life. I'm like, Dorinda, what in the hell is wrong with y'all? I was over this episode. I could not believe we're women of a certain caliber and a certain, a certain caliber and a certain demeanor. Y'all some drunk hoes. Period. Some drunk white bitches. That's all y'all are. Some rich, drunk white bitches. That's it. That's the caliber of woman you are, Ramona. Sonia, Luann. That's it. That's all y'all are. It's some rich, white, drunk bitches. That's it. I don't know what caliber you think you are. You have an illusion of a caliber that you believe that you are, bitch, but your behavior demonstrates something else. I was disgusted. I'm telling you. Leah went out with her parents. Leah, you can't tell your mom and dad everything. Even Leah's mother was like, girl, you spill your guts. Your sister keeps stuff to herself. The same thing. It's like Dorinda and Ramona are, especially Dorinda with Tinsley. You want to know every move she makes with Scott. And then you are like, well, if you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him. Bitch, who gives a damn? And then why are you sending me paparazzi pictures of my personal time with a man that I may or may not be dating? Bitch, that is none of your fucking business. Like, I could not understand it. And the same way Tinsley feels like I don't got to tell you all the details. Leah, you need to take that energy to your mother. You don't have to tell her all the details. Your mom doesn't really have a good, like, a high, you know, she doesn't look at you in a way like she looks at you as a irresponsible. Even though you exhibit behavior, you have your own business, you're taking care of your kid and all that stuff, but you do things that your mother doesn't like, and you need to shut your damn mouth and not tell her everything. Like that. Like, Dorinda needs to understand that. And furthermore, Dorinda, you're not even Tinsley's mama. Like, bitch, I was so annoyed with them. I was so annoyed with everybody. It was like, Leah was like, I was doing cartwheels, and, you know, when she was talking about she was drunk, and her mother goes, were you guys in the gym? No, they was not in no damn gym. They was in the backyard. Oh, they basically said, you know, Leah, you need to be careful because your father is an alcoholic. So that's basically what it is. He seemed to be functioning, but he ordered a old fashioned, and he was like, and maybe I'll have some wine at lunch. Nigga, what? More power to you, old dude. More power to you. But Leah, you got to watch it. Your father's an alcoholic. Be careful. That's basically what I got from that. Tell me what y'all got from that. They have their brunch, relax, relate, reset. They look very cute. Leah and Dorinda, they arrived together. Luann was supposed to be there. Luann shows up. Ramona says maybe this brunch will teach Leah. Girl, like, who the... Leah apologizes to Ramona. And then Ramona is like, yes, you disrupted the weekend. No, I did not disrupt the weekend. Maybe you disrupted the weekend by inviting somebody or asking to invite somebody last minute. You agreed to it. You shouldn't have disinvited her, and you should not have treated her the way that you did when she got there. Just because you didn't want her to be there does not mean you were an awful hostess to a last minute guest. You were rude to your guests, like rude. And I don't understand why anybody is not telling Ramona, bitch, you were fucking rude to that girl. Like, you were disgusting. You were disgusting. All right, so after that, they show a montage of them having their moment, right? All of them have had their moment. All of them. And they went down the whole line of people. Sonia falling, almost busting her damn head in that place in Cuba. Remember when she fell off that, slid off the table? Sonia doesn't have room to talk at all. That drunk hoe. She don't have nothing to say to anybody about a demeanor and a caliber. Nothing. Sonia, nothing. Ramona, we've seen her get a little drunk every now and again, but her fucking attitude that's natural. That's not alcohol infused. That bitch is a bitch for real. You understand what I'm saying? She's an asshole for real. Sonia, you don't have nothing to say. You can never say nothing. Your drunk ass be drunk, belligerent ass, pussy all over the place. You don't have no room to say nothing about nobody being of caliber or nothing. Like, literally, shut your damn mouth. Anytime somebody talks about behavior and etiquette in public, and shut your damn mouth. Don't say a word. Every time Sonia will say something, I'll be like, be quiet, girl. Shut your damn mouth. Don't you say a word. Ramona, you disrupted the weekend, girl. Whatever. Okay. Let's just move forward. My mommy issues are being projected onto Ramona. You and Ramona got that mommy-daughter issue thing, and Ramona is manipulating the situation because she understands it. She understands it. And Tinsley and Dorinda, Tinsley, I want to talk to you. They go over to the side. They sitting down. Dorinda says, I know you went to I know you went to I know you went to Niagara Falls and with Scott. And if you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him. She was like, girl, what? Like, are you crazy right now? Are you serious? And she was like, you just got to be honest with us and tell us that you're seeing Scott. She was like, I'm not. I'm not seeing him. So what are you doing? Just fucking him on the weekend? As a matter of fact, we did fuck. Now what? Girl, you too much in my business like my mama, more than my mama, and it's getting on my damn nerves. Like, that got on my... I was like, Dorinda, are you serious right now? With the paparazzi shots, girl, even? Somebody sent me... What? Crazy. You don't need every single detail. Every single detail. Then they start walking to the table. Dorinda couldn't wait to say it. She was like, I don't feel like everybody needs to know. And as they sitting down, Tinsley's like, I don't feel like everybody needs to know that, I did go out with Scott and this and that. And they were like, well, you like Scott and this and that. And she was like, well, we're not in a place and I don't know where we are. Hopefully we're getting to some place. I love Scott. She loves the dude, obviously. I don't know what the problem is. We really don't know what the problem is. And I think maybe Dorinda should say, like, what is it that you and Scott are dealing with to where you guys are in and out of the relationship, instead of wanting to know when they're in and out of the relationship. It could be some crazy shit going on between her and Scott, and Tinsley doesn't have the emotional intelligence or maturity to let go of it. And maybe your old ass can give her some fucking advice if you approached it in a way that you weren't being a goddamn mother figure. You don't need to do that. And if you are going to be the mother figure, don't be the asshole bitch mother figure. Be the nurturing mother figure who wants to guide a young woman into the right direction because you can see something is going wrong in her fucking life. Like, oh, that was it for the episode. I was so outdone. Like, them hoes stressed me out last night, this morning when I was watching it. Early this 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh girl, I need to meditate after this because y'all really stressing me the hell out. It was the worst. Anyways, y'all, that was it for the episode. Y'all tell me what you think. Was Leah wrong for throwing the ravioli? What do you think about the behavior leading up to that, about Ramona and Sonia's behavior? What do you think about the situation at the bar? What do you think about Tinsley and Dorinda? Like, Dorinda, you my girl, but bitch, you are out of pocket, out of order. There's nothing worse than an old woman trying to guide a younger woman and being the mother that she... The reason why she is the way she is, because obviously there wasn't a mother or father or parental figure there to help guide her with this emotional intelligence. And here you come being the same bitch to her. Get the fuck out of here with that. I done got mad. Y'all have a good day. These hoes done pissed me off. All right, let me go. All right, y'all. Take care of each other. We'll see you in the comments. Peace.